Hello and welcome. I'm Laurie Johnson. Douglas Newell, so wonderful to see you today. Tell me, what is happening at the Enid Symphony?
Well, right now the office is waiting for us to get there and open up for the morning, but by golly, we're going to do it. We are in the midst of a great season. We just opened a couple of weeks ago with two silent film by Charlie Chaplin playing his original music, and the audience just absolutely adored the performances. But next up is on the weekend of November 9 and 10. We're doing a salute to veterans. We're presenting a salute to veterans featuring an attraction from Los Angeles, the Satin Dolls. Now, the Satin Dolls is a company of young ladies, singers, dancers. They'll have a five-piece combo backing them up. And as you might guess, they sing music from many different periods in the 20th century, but for our purposes, they're going to do patriotic music, and they're also going to do sort of a USO show of the 1940s, sort of a la the Andrews Sisters. This is one of the finest entertainments I think we've brought in a number of years. We're very excited about them and what they're going to do. We call the program a Salute to Veterans because it's Veterans Day weekend, Saturday the 9th at 7 p.m. in the Symphony Hall and Sunday at 2 p.m., Sunday the 10th at 2 p.m. But the Satin Dolls, they'll bring 3 singers and 3 tap dancers. So we're in the midst of installing a little dance floor for them and getting things ready in that sense. So if you like authentic boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B, Symphony Hall is the place to be that weekend. It's the place to celebrate veterans.
And you know, this show is for all, families, children, adults, grandma and grandpa. This is no age at all on this. This is just awesome, wholesome, wonderful entertainment. Absolutely.
They are, the type things they will sing would be popular radio tunes of the 40s or so. They also will do a little bit of razzle-dazzle from the 20s, I understand. They tour the United States, and actually they go to Europe and tour presenting these shows where they're a great hit over there. There's such a fascination with American culture. We think symphonies are fascinated with European culture, but they're equally fascinated with American culture. They do a program called That's So Gatsby, which is a new program, and they just opened it in San Francisco this last weekend. I think they had done a preview run a few weeks ago in LA, and they'll close it in San Francisco this weekend. But fascinating, lovely, professional entertainers.
This is big city entertainment coming to Enid.
It is.
You don't have to go to New York, you don't have to go to LA. Right here in Enid. This, of course, the symphony has always been a jewel, but this will be just a wonderful part of the season. Again, it's for all people. How would you get tickets if you wanted to go?
Well, I don't have to have one. I'm working that night. But I suppose if somebody else wanted to go, they could call the symphony phone number, which may be on your screen. In fact, I know it is, 580-237-9646. Now, the most fun way and the easiest way to do this is to log on to enidsymphony.org. You know, we a few years ago switched to online ticketing, and everybody thought, the thought was, oh, our patrons won't do that. Well, guess what? The bulk of our single ticket sales are now online ticket sales. You can even order a season ticket for the rest of the season at this point. But enidsymphony.org, you can choose your seats for whichever night. If you want to get a group together, that's the best way to do it because you can see where the number of seats are located that you need. Click on it.
Now, every seat is a wonderful seat at the Symphony Hall, so it doesn't matter, but the prices are all the same. It's other than box seats. What I'm just suggesting is if you want front row, that's the same price as the back row.
It is. The differences in this concert, we do have a general admission cost of $30. For veterans, for this performance, we're running a special discount of a $20 ticket, and children are always half price. and that's students with the student ID and below. And that includes college students also. So we're happy to have everybody in our audience.
Now, it's really easy to get tickets, but I do have to mention that the tickets are selling, so you need to get on pretty soon. I would not wait till the last day to get tickets because you might find yourself disappointed. Would you agree as well?
I think so, because we're finding out that Satin Dolls are putting out their promotions throughout the state of Oklahoma for these two performance dates. I just noticed last night that they're doing marketing in other cities for this, and so we're expecting a large crowd.
Right, and I know the seats are, there are availability, but it is going. But now I want to switch on because before we know it, it'll be Christmas time.
It will be. And we're already in preparation, actually, for the December 8th production of the Giancarlo Menotti opera. It's a one-act opera, in English, by the way, and it's the story of Amal, who's a little shepherd boy. The title is Amal and the Night Visitors. And Amal is it's a Christmas miracle. It's a marvelous story in which Amal is a little shepherd boy. He lives with his mother, who's widowed. They have had to sell their sheep, which he used to tend. They're very poor. And Amal is fascinated by the night sky, and he sees a large star in the east. And he tells his mother all about it, and she accuses him of fibbing and stretching the truth a little bit. Well, then he comes in for the night, and not long after their dinner, there's a knock at the door, and these three kings appear. And she really doesn't believe that. But the three kings in search of the Christ child appear at their door and ask for lodging for the night. And it's through their generosity that the miracle of Amal is healed and is able to walk normally again.
It's touching. I think it's a story for the ages, for anyone. Tickets are available for that, the upcoming, but the entire season is available right now. You can do it at home in your pajamas if you would like to get tickets, but I would suggest you get it because these shows probably are going to sell out. So I would make sure you get that as quick as you can. Now, in addition, there's other things at the Symphony Hall. We also do Christmas parties and other rentals of the hall. Is that not correct?
You know, we have the most elegant facilities in Enid for parties. Parties up to, I'd say, 150 for sit-down dinner, and then weddings we can certainly hold and entertain a little over 300 guests for that. But our halls were designed by world-class designer Joanne Day some 20 years ago, and executed in the style of, we'll go back to Europe for a moment, because we have an Italian Renaissance room, we have an Elizabethan, the Park Avenue Thrift Ballroom is an Elizabethan theater. And then the Symphony Hall is decorated in the style of the 18th century Paris. It's a marvelous venue not only for parties and receptions, but for weddings, simply because there's very little decor you have to do. You can bring your own caterer, assure yourself of having the finest food you want to provide. We'll have a staff person on there throughout your event. Setup will be done before you come in to have your event. You'll walk in and you'll be happy that you came to us to have your party or your wedding, your reception, whatever.
It is delightful. And there's pictures online. Again, everything's online these days. But if you go to enidsymphony.org, you have pictures. There's pricing on there. But if you need more information, please give the office a call. It's not any trouble to answer any questions.
That's right. And if you're lucky, Laurie will answer the phone with her pleasant voice instead of crappy old Doug. You know.
Doug, it's been delightful, as always. I'm so excited about the concert series, but especially the Salute to Veterans coming up. I think it's wonderful. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you.